What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Untamed. Yeah, boy. Coming at you live for another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what?
Man, what?
What? Y'all got milk? Y'all got stamps today? I'm just trying to see if anybody got they stamps. Come on, man. You see the shirt? I'm just making sure y'all up
no,
on
you
game.
don't have a fucking got stamp shirt on.
Man, I got a got stamps shirt. It's stamped. Come on, stop playing with me. I'm here with my favorite host, Khalil Jamal. They go down every time we touch the mic. What's going down, my boy?
Yes, Sirski. Hey, man, it's just another beautiful day in Las Vegas, brother. Just another beautiful day in Las Vegas.
Okay. That boy feeling? In the Las Vegas, man. I'm feeling
Las
great.
Vegas.
I'm feeling
hey,
good.
by the way, my sister asked when you coming to visit, bro.
Man, I'm trying to get over there this year, man, for sure, bro. I need a vacation. I might come in September. I got another week vacation because I am on vacation from work. Woo! Let's clap it up for that.
Let's clap it up for that.
Yeah.
Clap it up for
But I got another vacation. My mom and my brother here right now, so you know I got to do the little family ting. But I'm gonna come over there and do the family ting too. You feel me?
Yeah,
but
bro,
like I said, September, man. I got another. I gotta figure out which week I'm gonna take off, but I'm definitely taking off September. For sure.
You already know, bro. We welcome you with open arms, brother.
I'm gonna come down there, my boy. But anyway,
up there.
What's going on?
Man, I'm cooling, man. It's an Olympic weekend, bruh. It's a lot going on at these Olympics, brother. You want to get into it?
Man, we can, but before we do that, I want to make sure I thank all of our new fans. I want to make sure y'all comment right now.
Yes.
Go ahead and like that page and subscribe right now to stay tuned in to all the latest Man What podcast news. It goes down 2 times a week, every single week. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in. We love y'all. But let's go ahead and get into some Olympic stuff. So take it away, my boy.
Man, so yesterday, the United States basketball team played Serbia in the quarterfinals of the Olympics. And it was a Steph Curry game yesterday, brother.
36 points, man.
9 for 14 from 3 and put a dagger in them Serbians or whatever you call them. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, but Steph Curry went out there and did Steph Curry things. Braun went out there, got a triple-double. Embiid went out there, went 8 for like 14, went crazy. Some crazy shit. But again, man, they was down 17 going into the fourth quarter. And that fourth quarter came, and they just demoralized Serbia, bro. They went crazy on them. Like, I was looking at the game, but then I had to step away, so I'm looking at the score. And when I stepped away from the game, the U.S. was down. So I checked my phone, I Googled Team USA basketball, and they was down by a little significant number. It was maybe like 12. Bro, I checked my phone, the score was tied. I said, nah. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Them niggas just upped the score like that. They surely did, brother. And they won the game 95 to, I believe, 91. And next round they play France, and next game is for the gold medal. It's for the gold. So, congratulations to USA, Team USA basketball. I mean, obviously, we've been talking about this all Olympics. They got one of the rawest teams, bruh. They got LeBron. They got KD. They got Steph. They got everybody that you would want on that team, with the exception of maybe like Kyrie and Jaylen Brown, is on that team. So, I don't see them losing against France either, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
France? Don't Wemby play on that team?
He do, but I mean, shit. Played on this team.
Am I tripping, or does Wembayama play on France?
He does play for France, but
okay.
I mean, my thing.
He made it though. He made it though. We gotta congratulate France too, man. Come on. We gotta congratulate France too. Come on. Wembayama is having a fantastic year.
Yeah,
but anyway, they finna get bodied by USA. Come on, like I keep on saying, I said it. I said it 2 pods ago. I said it last pod, bro. It's not fair, bro. How you got LeBron? How you got Curry? How you got AD? How you like Anthony Edwards? Come on, y'all know who on the team, bro. Like it's just not fair, bro. So, am I surprised that they won? Hell no. Like y'all better win. Y'all got all Hall of Famers. And I just want to take this time out to say, go ahead and everybody on the USA put y'all hands out, and I'm taking them cool points. Because why the hell was you down 17 points? Y'all niggas was playing. Don't never get down 17 points again, or I'm going to slap the shit out of you. But anyway, yeah. Curry went to heck. Come on, bro. Curry does this all the time.
Come on.
God. The motherfucker. Curry, you better stop shooting them threes like that. You better stop shooting them threes like that, nigga.
He went out there and just again demoralized them boys, man.
Nah, but in all seriousness, yes. No, continue.
When he tied up that game, bro, and he went and stared down they bench, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he do that. He do that though.
Yeah, he liked that.
He do that. Come on,
man. He went
and
stared down their bench like,
Curry,
oh, y'all was talking? Bro. Oh, y'all was talking?
I'm not surprised, bro. But
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in all seriousness, they went out there and they did their thing. You know, they brought it home to go to the finals in the Olympics. They are finna play France. Like I said, man, it's crazy because on the other side of that court, they got my boy Wemby. So, you know, may the best team win, but come on. USA gonna win. You hear me?
Come on, man. That's gold. We bringing that home, and I feel like this game, like the U.S. is doing like certain shit, like because if they all went out there and played at 100%, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even been down with Serbia, right? But I feel like they're resting themselves. So when it's obviously this game was important, but when it's like a super important game, because Braun went out there and I think he scored like 12 points. To me, this was just Braun resting, taking a back roll. Like he was getting the rebounds, he was getting his assists, and he only scored 12. So he was out there facilitating shit. But next game, I feel like everybody is about to put 100%, and it damn near might be a blowout win. Like,
man, I don't know about no blowout win. They gonna win though, for sure. But a blowout is crazy. Like
for sure.
All I got to say though is if France do take this and Wembayama get the gold, monumental. So Team USA, y'all better go out there. Y'all better play hard. Y'all better not let Wemby get that gold medal, because if he does, he's gonna be a problem next year. And
Wemby's already gonna be a problem. But
what I'm saying is it just proves my theory, bruh. Wemby just needs a better team, bruh. I feel like they did him like Caitlin Clark. They put him on the trashiest team possible. You know what I mean? So that he could save the franchise.
Hell no. We cannot compare the Indiana Fever to the fucking San Antonio Spurs.
Nigga, the Spurs are garbage. The Spurs are garbage. The Spurs are garbage. I played with them on 2K and got blown out. They garbage.
The Spurs are garbage the past 2 years, nigga. But the Spurs are like, or the past couple years. But the Spurs are a 10-year team, nigga.
They were a 10-year team. They were, nigga. Now they're garbage. But
nigga, they still have Coach Popovich. What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. Did they do anything last year?
I mean, last year wasn't a year for them to compete.
Exactly, that's my point.
As far as the
they're not in competition. But anyway, nigga, that's beside the point.
We're not comparing the Fever to the Spurs.
Yes, we are. They're garbage. The Fever's garbage and the Spurs is garbage, bruh. Anyway, like I was saying,
this nigga's crazy.
He on the same fucking shit. What? Man, come on,
That's
tell this man, bro. He always think he know basketball. Y'all go ahead and comment and tell this man what he's missing on. How can you not compare putting the rookie of the year? Hell nah, because you ain't talked to nobody about this. You ain't talked to nobody about this, nigga. You ain't never talked to nobody about this. So how you gonna tell me what somebody gonna tell me if you talk to them about it if you ain't never talked to nobody about it? Come on,
you
bro.
Do that a lot. You get the rambling when you're wrong. Shut the fuck up.
Nah, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. It don't matter. You're wrong. The fans gonna tell you what it is, bro.
Okay, tell me who's the coach for the Indiana Fever right now.
Come on, bro. Now you just talking semantics.
Exactly.
What does that matter? Up. What does that matter, nigga? I was comparing the rookie of the year. I'm comparing the rookie of the nigga. I'm comparing the rookie of the year. Nigga, I'm comparing. Nigga, I'm comparing the rookie of the year for women to the rookie of the year for men. Nigga, you're literally talking about a team.
The rookie of the year for women.
Come on,
nigga.
Bro.
I mean, yeah, nigga, like we still got Angel Reese.
Nigga, you a hater, bro. You a hater. You always hating on Caitlin Clark, nigga. It shows all the time in every different episode. You a fucking hater.
Look, this nigga
you
don't
hating.
even listen to the pod.
You hating, bro.
Listen to his own podcast.
You hating on Caitlin, bro.
Another terrible take.
Caitlin the GOAT.
Another terrible take.
Caitlin the GOAT.
That's a horrible take, nigga.
Anyway. Caitlin the GOAT, bruh. That's all I got to say. But anyway, like I said, I wasn't comparing the actual teams, nigga. I was comparing the players, which are supposedly the best rookies
you were talking
to come
about
out of
teams.
Nigga, no. How you gonna tell me if I'm telling you what I was talking about?
You literally just said.
Nigga, all right. Let's back up. Nigga, I preference by saying Caitlin Clark
to the fucking San Antonio
Bro,
Spurs.
let me explain my point, nigga. You just trying to prove me wrong when there's nothing to be wrong about. I compared.
There is something to be wrong about.
No, it isn't, nigga. No, it isn't, nigga. I compared Caitlin Clark to Wembayama. That's where you're wrong. Caitlin Clark to Wembayama. That was my comparison. Not the Fever. Not the Fever to the Spurs. Caitlin Clark to Wembayama. Not the Fever to the Spurs.
Proceed. Go on with your point, nigga. We get it.
Nah, that was my point. Caitlin Clark the GOAT. Wembayama is kind of the GOAT. You know what I mean? And that was my main point.
Kind of the GOAT is good.
Yeah, he kind of the GOAT. You know what I mean? We would be able to see if he was more of a GOAT if he was on a better team, which he is on now. And look where he made it to. He already in the finals in the Olympics. It's all right, bro. You can hate on Wembayama. You can hate on Caitlin Clark all you want, bro. But they going to prove themselves. That's all I'm saying. They going to prove themselves in the next couple years. You hating, bro?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I ain't mad at you.
I was arguing for Wembayama in this situation. I think he's in a better situation because he has a legendary coach. He has fucking Tony Parker, Tim Duncan at his disposal. Like they're building.
What was their record last year, nigga? What was their record?
It was like 20 something.
Stop it!
For sure.
That's it.
Look, nigga, they didn't have a great record last
They
year.
didn't have nothing,
they
nigga.
had a terrible team.
Horrible. That's my point. That was my main point.
My thing is they're starting from two different points though. Like I feel like with the Spurs, they're gonna quickly build a team around Wembayama. Like in a few years, maybe like I would say maybe.
Nigga, like so is the Fever.
Years, 3 or 4 years, they'll be
so is the Fever. Like what the fuck?
I think it's gonna take a little long. I think it's gonna take a little longer for the Fever.
Hell no.
Me personally, just because you already have teams. Obviously, they're working with a lot less cap space. I also think, and this is not to offend or like sound misogynistic or not. I just do think their league is working with a lot less talent than the NBA is.
Nigga, that's offensive and that's sexist. Nigga, you being sexist, bro. Women ain't no less than men, bro. Come on. Anyway, let's get off this point.
I'm so sick of this nigga pandering.
Let's get off of it. Let's get off this point, bro.
You panda.
What the, anyway, I wish I had my designer shades. Nigga, I would have panda.
Nigga, you panda.
Come on, bro.
Anyway,
women ain't no less than men, bro.
We had Sha'Carri Richardson. She ran her race and she came in second, so she got silver. Obviously everybody's been talking about Sha'Carri Richardson for a long time because she didn't get to make the last Olympics due to testing positive for marijuana, but she came to this Olympics and she showed out, man. She got silver, but one of the caveats to it was, they didn't stay in the Olympic Village. So if you don't stay with the Olympic Village or something like that, they were forced to like walk a good amount of time to be able to get into the. Hold on, I'm gonna read it verbatim just so I'm not butchering this. But I seen a basically a comment. So it says basically the night before the race, security officials changed the rules that athletes can only enter the team on the team buses. Problem is, Shelly and Sha'Carri didn't stay in the Olympic Village with the others and came to the gate in a private transport. Since they were denied entry at the gate for athletes, they forced them to walk an hour to the front gates, and then they had to walk all the way to where the athletes warm up. Essentially, they missed warm-ups over a rule change that they were not notified of. Shelly rightfully pulled out because she thought that it would affect her performance, but Sha'Carri stayed because she was not about to miss another Olympics. So she ended up running her race, and she came in second. So she wasn't able to practice. She wasn't able to, get in the gate through the private entrance where the athletes get in. She had to go through the main gate, and she still ran a race. Obviously, she still came in second, but I still want to applaud Sha'Carri because that type of dedication, again, not many people are gonna do. And I also just want to applaud Sha'Carri because that's Texas, baby, and we've been highlighting everybody from Texas in the Olympics. Obviously, last week we talked about Simone Biles. This week we want to give that same shout out to Sha'Carri. Again, a rule change that nobody knew, but unfortunately, she didn't get that gold. But we'll take silver. We'll take silver. We will take silver.
All right. Well, I kind of have a different take on this. Shout out to Sha'Carri for getting silver, right? That's cool. At least you place, even though it was second. That's not bad. You did your thing, right? But my take on this, it's nigga silver ain't good enough. You should have got gold, Sha'Carri. First of all, your ass think that you too Hollywood. You think you too Hollywood. Your ass want to go stay somewhere else just because you got a little money now. You want to stay with your friend at a nice place, at a nice hotel, instead of going and staying with your teammates. If you was with your teammates, then you would have been there on time. You would have been there and you wouldn't have had to walk nowhere. If you would have got your ass on that bus instead of taking your Uber Black or your limo or however the hell you got there, in style, might I add, right? But this ain't the time for that. You always trying to show out, Sha'Carri. You always trying to show out, and that's why your ass got silver. You a gold medalist, so I'm not going to accept that you got silver. You should have got gold, and you would have got gold if your ass wasn't trying to do the most. Right? Right.
Like you.
Come on, bro. If you wasn't trying to do the most, your ass would have got gold. And that's where I put you. I place you as a top athlete, and I feel like you should have got gold. So, we could congratulate you on the silver, but come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We should have won gold on that, Sha'Carri. Next time that you go to the Olympics, because there will be a next time, right? Because you're great. Your ass need to be with your team. Even though they changed the rule, if you was in that hotel with your team instead of staying at your luxury villa and taking your luxury car there, you wouldn't have had to walk an hour and your legs would have been fresh and you would have got to warm up. So come on, man. It's cool that you got silver, man. I applaud that. But you a gold medalist. You a gold medalist, Sha'Carri, and I expect more of you. Anyway, that's it. That's my take on that.
For sure. Noah Lyles, he ran his 100 meter, and he won that motherfucker by the fucking hair on a forearm, nigga. Noah Lyles is popular because last I want to say it was last year. Um, he went viral for basically saying that he gets offended when he sees the NBA finals and they have world champion written on their head, and he was basically saying, the world champion of what, and basically just try to invalidate the NBA's world champion statement that they put on any champion who wins. So obviously people were watching him very closely just to ridicule him because of being offended by that. And I thought it was fucked up because at the end of the day, bruh is an American, so we should want him to go out there and win gold, which he did in that particular race. And I think in the 200 he ended up not getting gold, or I don't even think he placed, to be honest, but he did get him a gold. So shout out to Noah Lyles. Definitely want to shout him out for that. But look, man, if we go ahead and get this gold, Noah Lyles, you got to eat them words, brother. You got to eat them words. So I just wanted to bring that up. I thought that was an interesting feat.
Man, I think Noah Lyles should be able to talk his shit, bruh. He's gotten multiple gold medals. He got a gold medal this year. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's coming from somebody who doesn't produce. It's not like it's coming from somebody who doesn't, who isn't one of the top people at their field. So though it may have been throwing shade at the NBA, I feel like, he could say that. He could say that because he could back it up. He's gotten gold in his field. You know what I mean? So he's a champion. So I think when he said that at the time, he was coming from a point like, y'all are only y'all are winning in the USA, right? For the most part, y'all are winning against Americans. Okay, there's a couple of European, a couple of African players, or whatnot. But for the most part, a lot of the NBA is Americans, right? Other than the Europeans, because come on, Luka, Doncic, fucking, the list goes on, right? But I feel like he was coming from a place where, bro, I come from the Olympics. I'm facing other nations, other countries, and I'm coming out on top. So when he said world champion, he was kind of like, oh, what do you mean, like the world? Like, y'all are only facing mostly Americans. You know what I mean? Me, I'm facing all types of different ethnicities. So I think that's basically where he was coming from. I don't think that he
definitely understand that.
Yeah, I don't think he meant too much by it. When you're the top in your field, you have a certain arrogance about you, and I think that a lot of us, a lot of those people need that. You need to have arrogance. You need to have confidence in yourself, and he displayed that. Though it may have been throwing shade, he the right one to say that. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. No, that's real. Yeah, so that was Olympics news. We want to get into some music right now.
I love music.
Yeah, for sure. Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign dropped Vultures 2, obviously the sequel to Vultures 1 that dropped previously this year on Super Bowl Sunday. And it's a lot of mixed reviews, man. I see a lot of people that like it, but I see a lot of people that don't like it. And I'm on the side of not liking it, me personally, because I feel like Vultures 1 wasn't the greatest album to me. It was a good album. It has some good songs on it, and I love the way Kanye rolled it out. And I think that's one of Kanye's strong suits. He knows how to roll out an album. He knows how to kind of get people interested in the thing that he's doing and then delivering the product. This one, it came out real sneaky. It kind of was just out, and I gave the album a listen, and I just don't think that the songs were as strong as the one on Vultures 1, which were already not that strong. And I'm also comparing it to what we got with Donda, which to me was one of Kanye's best efforts in the latter part of his career. Um, so yeah, I don't know, man. I just think this album just sounds like Kanye trying to do his best Travis and Playboy Cardi impressions. And I just think coming from a legend like Ye is just, to me, it's whack. Um, I don't think that this means that Kanye can't ever make a great album again. But for me, this one's just not for me. Vultures 2 is not for me. And I'm willing to admit that. So, I don't know if you listened to the album yet, but if you have, you want to tell me and the people what you feel about it?
My take on the whole Kanye Vultures thing, right? I didn't really like the first one. Not gonna lie. The second one, I like a little bit less. I feel like you said he's doing a Playboy Cardi and a yada yada, comparison. I feel like he's trying to follow in the footsteps of Drizzy, bro. Drizzy, Drake, Graham. I feel like Kanye West is trying to follow in the footsteps of Drake. He's seen Drake super successful with a lot of these R&B / rap duo albums. He's done it with 21. He's done it with Future. You know what I mean? And he's supposed to be doing it with Party Next Door. So I feel like Kanye is seeing that formula, and he's like, you know how Kanye is. He's like, I'm the best in the world. I'm a genius. I know everything. You think Drake could do this? I'ma do it too. Right? And I feel like he wanted to come from that aspect. It wasn't horrible. Both of them, they weren't horrible. I give them like a 6 out of 10. Right? Matter of fact,
you rate both albums the same, even though you like one less than the other.
I was just finna get to that. You ready?
Go ahead.
So I rate number 1, the first Vultures, a 6 out of 10. It did have a hit on it. It did have a couple of songs that were decent, right? But I just don't feel like it really performed as far as longevity. Yeah, maybe it was like the shock factor. They did have a great sales week, but none of the songs really lasted. Even Carnival, like, it was cool for like 2 months, 3 months, but now that we head into the summer, it's really not prevalent. I don't really hear it anymore. I don't really see TikToks. I don't really see it on radio. I don't really see it, being used as like a backdrop song to a lot of things. Now with number 2, I did give it a listen. I would have to just give it a plain 5 out of 10. And I think I'm being a little generous, but it is Kanye.
I think you are too.
It's Kanye.
I think you are too.
It's Kanye.
And for the people who don't know, I'm a huge Kanye fan. Like, I've been a huge Kanye fan. So, and I say a 5 out of 10 for Vultures 2 is generous as fuck.
Yeah, I'm being generous because it's Kanye. But what I will say is that I do expect a lot more out of him. Like, that shit is cool, but it's just, bro, it's not it. It's not it. It's not it, bro. You're just trying to copy different archetypes that you see, and you think that that's gonna work for you, and it's not. Like, you're Kanye West, but at the same time, bro, stop dropping albums for a while, maybe like 2 years. Produce something that's fantastic. Get your ass back in. Well, if you have the time, because you're doing other shit. But I feel like right now Kanye's just pandering. Kanye's just trying to throw a couple of albums out so he can generate whatever X, because he's gonna make millions no matter what, right? So he just trying to make, it's like a quick money grab. Like, here, y'all take this, y'all take that. But what I will get into is another issue. I feel like the second album is slacking a bit. I heard that Ty Dolla $ign hasn't gotten paid for the first Vulture album, right? So now that they're on the second Vulture album, I feel like if these are new songs, basically, if they went into another session and did more songs, because I don't know. I feel like Ty Dolla $ign was probably like, damn, like, he went and performed, but I don't think that he performed at like 1,000%. because Kanye still hasn't paid him. The label hasn't gotten paid, and for you to take an artist, right, and have a massive successful album in Vultures 1, and a hit record, and for the artist to not be paid, I feel like that does take a toll on a lot of production.
I'll put a little pushback on that too, because based on like just a lot of podcasts I've listened to, people who've been in the music industry, most of the times they say it does take a little while for you to get paid. So to get paid your millions immediately, or like 3 or 4 months after an album has come out, that's not common. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're like a tier 1 artist. So it's not uncommon for people to be waiting on their money. Like Ty, you probably gonna be waiting until like Christmas, bruh. Like, I mean, if he spoke out on it, I don't know if he spoke out on it, but yeah, that's normal music industry shit. Like, it's gonna take a little while for you to get paid, and on top of that, you got to think about it, bro. Kanye has a sampling style where he samples. I mean, a production style where he samples. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody that they sample, all them getting paid first, just to avoid litigation. And then Ty, you gonna get your bread. Now, I don't know what conversations he had with Ye. I don't know what conversations they shared and what kind of financial deal they had together. But I mean, that's just gonna take it's gonna take a little while for you to get your money.
I feel like that's the same thing that they told Big Sean, bro. If you watch Big Sean's last interview,
the thing is, Big Sean, even with the Big Sean shit, that was over years.
Yeah, but Kanye owed this man. Kanye
months.
and Good Music owed him $6 million. Not saying it's the same situation. What I'm saying is, there's a record of this from Ye and Good Music. Mm-hmm. There's a record of this, right? We have one artist that's complaining.
Well, I mean, there is no more Good Music.
Yeah. But back then, I only said that because of Big Sean, right? But who was the pioneer? Who was the leader of Good Music? Kanye, right? So it correlates. Right. But Big Sean in his latest interview was saying that Kanye West owed him $6 million. He audited the label and realized that there's $6 million that's supposed to be owed him.
He initially went after Def Jam. And then Def Jam said that
they paid it out.
Had been paid to Good Music. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had paid it out to Good Music. So he started going to Ye, and then Ye became avoidant. Which, I mean, again, that is.
I'm just saying, it's a record here. It's a record shit, with that.
Nah, for sure.
Hopefully he doesn't do that to Ty Dolla $ign. What you're saying is right. It does take a while, 6 months, a year, to be able to get your full incentives for the album. So,
for sure.
Hopefully he doesn't, I'm sure Ty Dolla $ign is good. I'm not saying he in need for no bread or nothing like that, because, he does have his own wave and I'm sure he got a couple million already. But off these 2 albums, bruh, Ty is, he need a couple mil. He need a couple M, because Kanye gonna make 20 million, 30, 40 million. He just had a #1 record that was #1 for about what, 2 months almost? Come on, bro.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh, okay, a month. Yeah, that's huge for an independent album. Kanye West, pay Ty Dolla $ign, right? Dolla $ign, he deserves it.
Dolla $ign.
But anyway, let's get into the next topic.
Next topic is music related too. Drake drops 3 new songs in his hard drive. It's like 100 gigabytes of just behind the scenes content. He dropped 3 new songs, one with 21 Savage and Young Thug. One is just like an island vibe, and then he dropped another one with Lotto. But for the most part, the hard drive is just filled with a whole bunch of like footage of him recording his different albums, him recording like a lot of Her Loss. They got some views in there. Just a whole bunch of, like I said, behind the scenes shit. So I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was dope. Just to be able to see behind the scenes footage and shit like that. Because I've always felt like Drake should do that. I didn't know it would happen like this, but I've always been like, man, I wonder if Drake records like his life and records like any of these sessions, because I would like to see how this music comes about. And shit, it was dope as hell, man. I watched a few minutes of the one where he recorded Middle of the Ocean, and I was just like, wow, because that's one of my favorite Drake records of the past couple of years, just him barring out one of those type of dipset beats. But yeah, he dropped that shit just randomly, and I was just like, damn, that's dope as hell to have 100 gigs of just behind the scenes footage to share. I didn't love the songs, the 3 new songs, but shit, I wasn't even worried about the songs once I seen it was footage of him recording his albums. I thought that was dope as hell. Did you get a chance to go through it?
I seen a couple of clips from the dump, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a strategic move by Drake. You know, he just coming off the loss of the battle with Kendrick. He's kind of like, he's still Drake, but he's kind of like meme. Like there's more of the Drake population than usual, you know, trying to laughing at him and making a joke of a lot of shit instead of just you know, regarding him as the guy, right? So I feel like it was a good move in terms of, you know, a lot of his fans want to see that type of shit. So I feel like he's trying to feed the fans, feed them his processes and stuff like that. He leaked the songs. I feel like right now Drake is just like, instead of him putting a budget behind a song and having everybody like trying to troll him, I feel like he's just trying to fish around and see, okay, you know, instead of having an official release that a lot of people are just gonna troll me about, even if they like it, right? Let me just drop a couple of songs. Let me see. Let me gauge.
Check the temperature type shit.
Yeah. Let me gauge what's going on. Like, are they still gonna clown me, or you know, maybe they'll take to a certain record or whatever. So I feel like, you know, that's a good move. What I do have to say though is there was a cease. His label basically, because he dropped it on his Finsta, right? His label did basically tell him, nigga, you need to take that shit down. Like, you nigga, you're signed to us. We just gave you $400 million. Like, we just gave you $400 million. You built the embassy with our money. Like, bro, if you put out a song, we need to put it out. You know what I mean?
Official release is on.
Yeah. Because, you know, it is Drake, so it is going to do numbers regardless.
They said, look, nigga, we let you do it with Taylor Made and The Heart Part 6. We not letting you do it with this shit.
Yeah. So I feel like there is it's probably a couple million lost as far as the label side goes. But I feel like Drake is smart. He knows what he's doing. He's trying to build more engagement. He's trying to give the actual people that aren't trolling him, you know, basically what they see. Because a lot for the past couple years, we haven't really seen like behind the scenes. We haven't really seen the recording process.
But as far as behind the scenes shit with Drake, we've never seen behind the scenes shit. Like, he has footage from Take Care in that shit. Like they had a video of him recording the intro for Take Care, the Over My Dead Body. So like, again, he got over 13 years of footage in that shit. So it's like, we've never seen this shit, and that's why I feel like it's the tug at the heartstrings of the people that really fuck with him, like the OG fans.
He's trying to gain back some favor. Like, here, man, y'all. You know, watch. You know, watch this.
It appears like that, but I also do think this was necessary coming from Drake. It's necessary.
Yeah, he needed something. He needed something big to happen. He needed a moment, and I feel like this right here could be that big moment to where he reclaims the hearts of, you know, just fickle fans, people on the fence that want to laugh and troll and stuff.
I do think we'll get an official release for some of these songs. Like, I do think that 21 and Thug record is gonna come out. That the Dance Hall Field record is definitely gonna come out. It's probably gonna get reworked and put on that Party album. And that Lotto record is definitely gonna come out. I do think
I wouldn't mind the Lotto record. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind the Lotto record. I feel like that will do something, regardless if people like the song or not. You know, nigga, it's Drake. and then Lotto is already hot.
And there's just been rumors about like him being ready to drop an album. You know what I'm saying? So I do think it's gonna be an album where like I think he's probably gonna drop two because like we said, he did the announcement for the party album, the R&B album, but I do think Drake has a lot to say in terms of rap. So I think he's gonna get his rap shit off too, whether it be like a Scary Hours pack where he only puts like 7 or 8 songs on there and then he dives into the party album, or whether he just does the party album first and then just keeps these rap records tucked until next summer. But I do
I think that's what he should do. I think definitely that's what he should do. Like, okay, we already know that Drake could rap and this and that, right? But I feel like the obvious way to like negate a lot of the bullshit and the trolling, nigga, drop an R&B album. You know what I mean? Like, cause a lot of R&B from Drake is regarded as really timeless and stuff like that. So I feel like, bro, you don't like. So what that you? I keep on saying like, so what that you lost to Kendrick in a rap battle, nigga? Put out some R&B and ride that wave for a while.
You got so many different styles that you don't necessarily have to worry about.
Yeah, you don't have to prove to us.
And then the thing is, to me, Drake has staked his place in the game so deeply that battle it was a loss, but over time, people will realize like this nigga has so much music that you can't avoid Drake music. Even if you're not the biggest Drake fan, you like some Drake songs. You know what I'm saying?
We need some radio shit. We need some smooth shit. We need some TikTok shit.
Bro, Drop and the thing is, most people's catalogs that get streamed the most is their old shit. I recently started working security at a club. I won't say where, but I just want to say it's one of the most like, prestigious clubs in the city. But I was listening to the music they were playing all night, right? And it's nothing but old songs, bro. Like, I think the newest record they played was the Glorilla record, the TGIF. That's the newest record they played. Everything else was like from 2012, 2013, 2014. There was some 2010 records in there. So I don't think he necessarily even has to worry about gaining favor back. People love your music, and that old shit is gonna get streamed the fuck out of. Now, I think he might be worried about new music because he gets a bigger stake in that now. But in terms of people still listening to you and you still being relevant, I don't think there'll ever be a time where Drake is not relevant. So a lot of this stuff I do think is just for him to gain favor for like a little bit of people and still have them like fuck with him and shit. But bro, like most of the music they played in the club last night was either Drake music or Drake adjacent music. So I don't think he necessarily even has to worry about gaining favor, nigga. He has so much music. Nigga can go in the club and start playing a Drake set at 7 p.m. and that bitch won't end until 4 a.m. Like, he has that many hits and that many records. So, like I said, man, I do think it is to gain a little favor back, but bro, come on, bro. It's a generational artist. Like, it's not even up for discussion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people laugh at the loss, and again, it was a great battle, and Kendrick won. But nigga, that's still Drake. So, if y'all hate him, y'all love him. I know he's a point of contention on the internet, but nigga, on this pod, the nigga got slaps.
Facts, and I do agree with that. I agree with it. Like I said, in conclusion, it was a smart move by Drake to release that nostalgic type of thing, to maybe gain a little bit more respect back. And I feel like as he gains it, he'll roll out some more music. We need just a hit, Drake. Even though you have hundreds of hits, we just need and like I said, I would love to hear an R&B hit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And I think him and Party definitely gonna have that.
I want to hear him and Party go at it, man, because again, one of my favorite Drake and Party records is Recognize, and I just thought
like
just
it's
the way
bringing back that feel of when he was
Yeah.
in that time of like dance hall and shit like that, and
Not
with
even
vibes
prior
out.
to that. Bring back them P&D2 vibes. P&D2 is a classic R&B album. Like some people say Trap Soul is better, but me personally, I think P&D2 is way better than Trap Soul, and I think it was the stamp
They need Vibes Cartel
before.
on this album.
I don't know much about Vibes Cartel, so I'm willing to say that. But
Nigga,
I mean, shit, if he got some slaps, then
artist
shit.
over. Come on, bro. Vibes
Yeah.
Cartel is a king where he from.
No,
A
of course,
bona
but I'm just
fide
saying,
king.
I just didn't want to sit here and be like, yeah, they need vibes.
Nah, they
'Cause I
need
don't really know
vibes,
much
bro.
of his music.
They need vibes. I'm telling you, they need Vibes Cartel on this new project. If they could get like 2 songs with vibes, I think that will be the moving force in this album, because I'm sure it's gonna be like Caribbean vibe, dance hall
Of course,
type
there's definitely
of
gonna be some of that
feel.
in there, and I think we've seen that
is
through.
the person
I think we've
to
seen that through the solo
bring it
record
up.
that leaked. Like he's definitely in there cooking. But I wanted to just touch on one last thing before we get out of here. Bro, we both talked about stopping smoking weed, like, and
We don't get high on this podcast.
now we don't get
Duh.
on this podcast. But I want to ask you why. I want to ask you why you chose to stop smoking weed, and how do you feel since you stopped?
Why I stopped smoking? Maybe like a year and a half ago. I was at this party and I took this dab, right? And you know, I'm coming off smoking years and years and years and years since like 12. I probably done smoked enough for everybody on this podcast watching, like literally.
Facts.
Literally 10,000, 20,000, well, 15,000 blunts, pre-rolls, bong packs, whatever. And so
shit.
I hit this dab, and I don't know if it's because I was getting older. Well, let me preface it by saying this. Like, as I was growing up, I always told myself, like, you know, once you hit around 30, you're going to stop smoking. You're going to, you know, just try to get on a better path in life, set a better example for your kids and stuff like this, right? So I always had it set in my head, even while I was smoking, you know, that around 30, because I'm 31 now, that I would stop smoking. So when I did hit that dab, if anybody hits dabs, you know how blasted it gets you. And I just got to thinking, I'm like, man, like, you lied to yourself. You said that you were gonna stop smoking at 30 and around 30, and you're still getting high, bro. Like, so I really had like a deep introspective talk with myself, and just realized like it's just not for me no more. Like, it used to be fun when I was smoking and getting high and like that. It used to be fun, and I used to really, like, you know, not have a care in the world. But I feel like now I'm a bit older, so I realize there are certain things that you need to care about. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a mental thing with me. It was more like a this isn't fun anymore. This is more like, now when if I do get high or whatever, it's like more of a paranoia type of thing, you know, as opposed to having fun and letting go and all that other stuff. I just start thinking to myself, like, why are you smoking? Like, you've already smoked so much. Like, why are you still indulging on this type of shit, right? And like I said, it's just a mental thing. It's more of a, like, you know, get yourself together. Right. You've already done all that shit. Like, save that for the other people. And I'm not gonna lie, ever since, you know, I stopped smoking, I feel good. I feel better. Also, I didn't gain some weight, man. When I was smoking all the time, bro, I would spend all my money, all my extra money on just smoking. And I had somebody the other day that hasn't seen me maybe in like 3 years, and was like, dang, man, like, you know, shit, you used to be skinny as hell. And I was like, what you don't know is I wasn't eating. I wasn't eating, bruh.
See, and that's a lot of thing. That's something a lot of people don't know. Like smoking suppresses your appetite.
Yeah,
So
I
if you
wasn't
got
eating,
goals
bro.
of just like gaining weight, or you know what I'm saying, like doing shit like
Yeah.
that, like that smoking could be fucking you up.
Yeah, I was always so little and just tall and lanky, you know what I mean? And I really
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a little bigger in weight and stuff like that. I really didn't want to just be super duper skinny, and I never knew why. But as I stopped smoking for like a year and a half, I realized it was the weed. It was the weed that was making
healthy weight.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I like it. I like it now, and I feel better, and you know, I just feel more clear-headed, and I feel like I could think more, I could remember more. I actually started having dreams. Like I couldn't even remember when I first had my first dream after stop smoking. I couldn't remember the last time that I actually dreamed something. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I just wanted to take a positive turn in my life, and it was for 100%. The better. I don't mind.
100%.
I don't mind.
100%.
I'm around weed. I'm around weed smoke all the time, and I don't even have the urge. Like I'm so quick to say, nah, I'm good. It's not even a second thought. You know what I mean? So it's cool.
So I mean, I kind of echo your sentiment. It got to a point where I feel like I smoked so much like great weed. Yeah, it was like, what am I trying to achieve here?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was just like, all right, and I told myself like I was gonna stop doing it. I was like, you know what? I'm about to stop smoking. One, because I want to see how many people I really like connect with when I put this down. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you still hang out with the same people when you stop smoking? Do you still have the same interests when you stop smoking? Do you like, will I have all these things? And what I found is, yeah, I mean, I don't really necessarily hang out or have the desire to even smoke no more, because I'm not always around people who are smoking. Like a lot of times I'm talking to you, I'm talking to my other friend Brandon. I had another homie named Brandon Hobbs. Shout out to Hobbs if you're watching this. He be commenting and, you know, liking the pod. But even me and him had a conversation. It was like, bro, like marijuana, like obviously, like it's good for certain things, but at a certain point in time, like you just get sick of this shit.
Yeah.
Like, another thing, like I would go into work, right, and I would be like super conscious of how I smelled, because I'm like, damn, I am smoking this weed, and I had to come to grips. I'm like, damn, like this is like addict shit.
Yeah. Like,
and I ain't like that feeling. So I was just like, you know what? I'm about to put this down. I'm about to stop smoking for a little bit, and I'm about to really get it together, man. Because I just felt like, me personally, it got to a time where it was just too much, bro. It was like, all right, yo, like I just need to like get off this for a minute. So for me, it's only been a month. But it's been a great month. I have no urge to go back to it. And if I do, like I wouldn't beat myself up about it. But even if I go back to it, I don't think I'll ever smoke the same way I smoked again. Like, I'm just really over that shit. So that's and I feel great. Like, my workouts have been better. Obviously, I've gained some weight too, but it's just it ain't been like crazy weight. It's just been like a little 1 or 2 pounds, because like I got a bigger appetite now. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it just got to that point for me. But
yeah, for me,
that, and it's different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all gonna argue out there and be like, no, the weed helps me do, and I get it. But for me, I just got over that shit, bro. I've been smoking for a long time, well over. Shit, I don't even want to say, because it's low key embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's been a long time. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like,
and then for me, like at my job, I see a lot of because I work, you know, alongside the hood, so I see a lot of people that come in, and I could tell that they smoke, right? And like they'll come in smelling like weed, or they'll have a bag of weed or whatever, right? And I noticed like that they're penny pinching and that they're coming to the store and they're trying to spend the least amount on whatchamacallit and say, oh shit, putting stuff back because they don't have enough money. But I'm like, okay, you say you don't have enough money, but you're literally spending $20-$30 every day on getting high. Like, how do you not have the money to get your bread and to get your juice and your milk and stuff? So that's what it became with me. It's like, man, I see a lot of people, they're always talking about, oh, I don't have for this and have for that. And even with me, like, I used to do DoorDash a couple years ago, right? And I was riding and I would get high, I would go get my little weed or whatever, right? And I'd be riding around. But then I realized, damn, I'm hungry. Like, and instead of me going to eat like a good, well-balanced meal, I'm stopping at McDonald's. I'm getting me a little burger and fry, and then I just and then I just got sick of it. I'm like, man, you're always acting like you don't have to get the things that you want, but that's because you're spending so much money on getting high, right? And that's what it became with me. I just realized how much money I was spending.
And I was Cash Apping my plug, right? And you know, there's a feature in Cash App where you could see how much money you spent or sent somebody or a particular person or business, how much you spent with them. So I looked at what I was spending with bruh, and I said, oh hell no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It becomes too much. That shit
just got to that point where I was like, nah.
When you really materialize how much you're spending and how big of a budget you have to get high, you start to really like rethink, is this shit worth it? Like, cause you're sacrificing a lot. You're sacrificing diapers and milk and eating out with your friends and gas money and a lot of shit. So, man, ever since I stopped, man, I've saved so much money. I'm able to eat what I want. I'm able to go where I want. Like, you know, and yeah. So, like I said, man, it's been a good journey. I probably won't go back to smoking. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I really don't have an urge for it. I really don't care. Yeah. You know, like I said, I'm around a lot of people that smoke, and it just like I'm just like, yeah. Like, you know, like I said, I didn't smoke when people ask me like, why don't you smoke and blah, this and that, like they really don't believe me, but I'm telling you, like, I didn't smoke enough for like 5 people in my life, like literally every single day, 4 or 5 times every day for years and years and years. I didn't spent enough for everybody. I didn't smoked enough for everybody, and I just don't think it's not that cool to me no more. It's not that cool. Yeah. So
I feel you.
You know,
well, shit,
it is
man.
what it is.
Shit, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all probably don't see me on the screen right now, so Brian got the solo shot this week. But yo, take us out of here, man. It's another episode of the
Man. So just like he said, you just finished watching another episode of the Man What podcast. It's your boy, BP Untamed. I'm here with Khalil Jamal. It go down 2 times a week, every single week. I want to thank all of our fans. I want to thank everybody who comment. Y'all make sure y'all follow us at all of our social medias at Man What podcast. We got everything. Man. What? This is Gam Gam's favorite podcast. So shout out Gam Gam.
We can't forget about that. We cannot forget about Grandma. We cannot forget about Gam Gam, man.
Put us on that big screen. And if you made it this far in the video, make sure you click to the left or the right. It's a video for you just to continue your Man What journey. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned.
Let them know. We also about to start coming with that audio podcast too. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Big announcements coming soon, so y'all stay tuned to the next couple podcasts. We're gonna talk about it. On this next one, we might have another guest. So our first guest, actually, you know what I mean. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We got more shit coming for you. We love y'all, man. We out. Peace.